all eyes aiming for the space because after multiple delays, NASA has confirmed that the AXIOM 4 mission, and that precisely now has a new date. Featuring Indian Air Force Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla will now launch on 25th June. That's tomorrow. NASA, along with AXIOM Space, SpaceX, is now targeting 12 p.m. This is Indian Standard Time, 12 p.m. on Wednesday for the liftoff. Originally set for 29th of May, remember, the mission faced repeated postponements due to the technical glitches, adverse weather, leaks aboard as well. And there were issues with the International Space Station. So all of that appears to have been cleared. The next 24 hours are crucial. After May 29 was 22nd June. Again, it was then delayed. The mission will be commanded by Peggy Whitson, a former NASA astronaut and current director of human space flight at AXIOM Space. Shukla is representing the Indian Space Research Organization because it's a joint mission and will serve as mission's pilot. But, of course, almost 40 years later, is set to embark on a moment that is set to create history. So let's just take a look first at what kind of delays have we been talking about. Remember, multiple delays, and all of this while these astronauts have been in quarantine. AXIOM 4 mission delays, number one, happened on 29th May. At that point, it was electric harness that was in the Crew Dragon, and that is when the first delay happened. June 8, another date was announced, but Falcon 9 rocket was not ready at that point. Then came in the third delay. 9th of June, a date was announced, but unfavorable weather. Everyone was looking forward to this day. But by 10th of June, there was an oxygen leak, faulty actuator in the rocket. So remember, different issues, but leading to delays. By the 11th of June, a fifth delay was reported of a suspected leak in the International Space Station's weather module. Then came in 19th and 22nd June. New dates, but nothing happened because there were safety checks being done. The team was not convinced. The Zvezda module repairs as well were done. All of that has happened. Will it take off now? Now, someone very close to reporting this mission of the AXIOM 4 was India Today's Akshita Nandgopal. Akshita, I bring you in here. So what does it look like in the next 24 hours now? All clear, all decks on now for the mission.
Well, Pooja, if everything goes as per plan, then tomorrow this time we would be reporting on the launch because 12:30, 1 p.m. Indian Standard Time, that's about 2 a.m. Eastern Time is when the launch is scheduled to happen. You're right in pointing out that there have been multiple delays, but the first few delays which took place was because of SpaceX and the fact that there were issues that were reported in the Falcon 9 rocket. And then in the latter half, which is the last few delays that we've seen, that was largely because of NASA putting a hold because of issues in the International Space Station. Now it looks like NASA, SpaceX, as well as AXIOM Space, of course, they've all given the go-ahead. So we should be seeing that launch taking place tomorrow. But never say never, essentially, Pooja. You know, we're keeping our fingers crossed, especially with this kind of a launch. It's a very, very delicate mission, and that's clearly been seen in the fact that we've seen so many delays. It's a manned mission, which is why there's no space for chance whatsoever, and that's why everyone's ensuring that every possible niggle, every possible issue is taken care of. The last delay that we saw, the issue that was reported was in the International Space Station, which is because in the Zvezda module you had repairs taking place, which is where essentially the orbital lab is. Because of these repairs, which was happening for the last 2 weeks, there were delays because NASA wasn't sure if the International Space Station would be equipped for additional crew members. Now it looks like, all of those issues are taken care of. We will have to see whether it actually happens till right down to the very last second. There's no real confirmation because they will want to ensure, Pooja, that everything is on track as planned. Weather is another big factor. They would have looked into that to decide the date, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully, tomorrow, this time, we will have a launch that we'll be reporting on.
Eventually, it's about the safety and security, the launch and the safe return of the crew. So that will have to be looked at. Akshita Nandgopal will be tracking all the latest on this mission.